Okay, viewers, well, it turns out that tube isn't actually burnt. That cloudy stuff on the inside for that tube is an RF shield. The 6V6 GT, the 6V6 GT was part of the audio amplifier tube. And this is a field coil speaker. That yeah, those tubes normally have that grey stuff in the inside to protect against outside interference. But this thing had mice in it, but the only damage I found from the mice was that paper wax cap chewed. The wires and everything seemed to be fine. That's good, the mice haven't done nothing. They've left a bit of crap here, a bit of rat sack there, but that'll wash off. Speaker's not stuck, that's good. This glass will come off and I can wash that under the sink, and then it'll come up looking brilliant. Okay, let's get this thing all up and going. 16 microfarad, hook them up together in parallel, and then it'll replace that capacitor there, which is 16 microfarad. I've got two 8 microfarads hooked up in parallel. We'll give it 16 microfarad. They're both 450 volts each. That capacitor, I think that's about can't see the voltage rating on it. Bit hard to see. Okay, it's 525 volt. Well, after only 450. Okay, I have to replace that one here last because they're obviously not going to work. But yeah, we'll see. I'll start replacing the ones underneath first. That may still work, but I highly doubt it. Got some of the replacements of these. This is a 0.1, that one. So we'll replace that. There's a 0.1 there. And that's a, let's see, it's a 0.02. I'll start replacing the 0.01s first. That will replace that one. 450 volts. Now I think these have a surge current of 500 volts. So that will still replace that one. 8 microfarad at 450 minimum. That will replace that. That's a 25 microfarad, 40 volts. I've got a 22 microfarad at 50 volts. That could replace that. Microfarad is not pretty close matching to as a replacement, so the wiring on this is going to be a hell of a task to get that replaced. It's not shorting out or anything though, so providing it don't bump the wires too much, it should still work. That's at 0.85. That one is a 0.5 microfarad, it's a huge one. 400 volt, 0.5 microfarad. I don't have any 0.5s, so I'll have to order some. That's a 0.4. I might not have a replacement for that one there either, so I might have to yeah, make up a list of the ones that I'm missing. I'll replace the ones that I've got and work out the ones I've got missing and I'll order some. While the soldering iron warms up, there's a 525 volt, that big capacitor at the back. So this can handle a surge current up to 500 volts. They might not be sufficient. But yeah, replace that one. Replace that one. 2 electrolytics and 3. There's only just 3 electrolytics altogether. The rest of these paper wax, and these are the same thing but AWA's version. That's just AWA's version of these paper wax capacitors. They're just plastic encased. So yeah, hopefully the soldering iron's nice and hot, I can get replacing. Let's get replacing these ones here. Start with this over here, nice and easy ones. Replace that. Okay, we also replace one of the paper waxes. Replace an electrolytic there. Replace the other one there. Big size difference. 25 microfarad, 40 volts. 50 volts at 22 microfarad. It should be within tolerance. Now these have a surge voltage. I think the specs said up to 550 volts. The surge voltage of these. So they're only supposed to be working at, the working voltage is 450, and the working voltage of that one is 525 on that electrolytic. But they can only handle a surge current of 550, so I don't think they'll work continuously at 500 there. So we'll see what happens. I've got those capacitors replaced. Let's see how she turns out. Give it a quick test on the variac and ballast and see what she does. Okay, viewers, this thing ready for a test. See what happens. Voltage is on 0, ballast is plugged in, power on. Dial lamps are coming on, both are working. That's kind of good. That means you've got 6 volts running off the tube there and off another tube, so they usually run off 6 volts those bulbs, so we've got right plate voltages here off these tubes. $240 volts. No audio, not even a hum, so more capacitors are replaced. All the tubes are working. Okay, they're all working, which is good. Still no sound at all, so unplug that. That didn't get hot. That didn't get hot. So keep replacing these little caps here, so the audio is not getting through. So that's the audio valve there. So I've got to work around that. Change some of those little capacitors here. One there, one there. Power is unplugged, so always make sure that before you touch these damn things. This one does have an isolating transformer, but I'll use a variac for safety to turn it up slowly in case something goes bad. And when I get it fixed, I'll be using an isolation transformer to run this for extra safety. But yeah, so after working these capacitors here, we've got a 0.05, there's a 0.02, and then, yeah, just keep working on these capacitors here. Start with all the ones I've already got, or the ones I've got in stock. Then the ones I don't have in stock, I'll have to order them in. So yeah, let's keep working on it. Okay, viewers, well, these black AWA capacitors, they're very easy to tell when they're popped, because you can see there's cracks on them, and look like they've been getting hot. You can see one there, it's kind of bulged up, then there's a crack, so that one is gone. That one big one there I haven't got a replacement for, is gone, so I had a crack in the end of it. That little 0.05 there, that's got a crack in the end of it. That one's gone. See how she works now. I've got some of this in this near the power supply stage and the amplifier stage working. I replaced the 0.01s here. So the old ones here, should be able to see there. There's a big crack there. That one's not very good either. It's got a bit of a, yeah, it's a bit bad. Some haven't got much of a crack, but they would be bad after all those years. It is 60 years old, so yeah. Make sure it's on 0. Okay, I think we should be ready to go. The wiring on this is a pain in the ass to fix. A lot of hard work involved there. $240 volts. got something. Okay, we've got power there. Okay, well, flicking that switch, I've got power to the speaker, so there is power going to the speaker through the audio. There's just no radio getting through. Nothing feeding the audio stage to get to put any radio out, so there's some broken capacitors there I've got to replace, so I'm going to have to make a list of what I need to buy. Need some 0.4s, I'll need some 0.05s, a 0.5, and a 0.005 I need there. There's a one up here, that's a 0.05, I need one of them. Yeah, so we're getting power to the audio because the speaker was making a noise there and there was no hum. So the audio was working, there's just no radio there. So that means the radio, the IF stage here, this part I've got to get the capacitors working in there to get the radio to come on. But yeah, she's getting there, so I might as well replace all the 0.1s. Every 0.1 I can see I'm going to replace them all anyway, so even though they don't look cracked, they'll be bad, so I'm going to be replacing them. Viewers, well, to the 0.01s replaced. Let's see what difference we've made now. I've got a 0.02 here to replace. Two 0.01s hooked up in parallel. What equal 0.02, so give it another test here, I'll see how it does. See what happens. Okay, viewers, ballast is on, power is on, the variax on 0. Very slowly turn the power up. Power's on 240. Well, I'll be fucked, viewers. It's working. Cracked capacitor. Cracked one there. I got a bit of hum in the speaker, but it's coming back. That filter capacitor might have to be changed here though. Probably shouldn't be touching it when it's not isolated, but yeah, usually I'll put a handle on that. Just gotta fix this bloody dial string up. Shouldn't be touching the tubes. I'm touching the glass with my fingernail, just tapping it, testing for microphonics, but I know it's not the proper way to do it, but alright, I'm getting somewhat radio reception out of the speaker. Okay, time to replace some more capacitors. Two of those in parallel, capacitance goes up to 0.02, and that means this capacitor here, there's actually, I'm getting more of a feedback type thing, as if there's a microphone plugged in, but there's no microphonics with the tube, so that capacitor may still be alright, but I find that very hard to believe. This radio is 60 years old, so the radio part's not working, so this IF stage here needs some work done to it. Hopefully these damn IF cans don't have built-in mica capacitors in the bottom. That's going to be a big challenge getting them fixed. But yeah, I'm going to plug my soldering iron back in. No heat. And the big challenge of this is getting these wires there's a big bundle of wires in there I've got to try and fix. Then I'm going to try and get some rubber renew. Very hard to find that stuff to fix the wires up, but yeah. I'll keep working on it in the meantime. Make sure I turn that back down to 0, yeah. I'll replace that 0.02. Let's see how else we can do. 0.05, that one's busted. I don't have a replacement for that. I bet if I replace that, I'll get more results if I replace that one. But I don't have a replacement for that. And if I replace this one, I'll get even better results again. But yeah, I'm getting there. Okay viewers, well, since connecting capacitors in parallel, microfarads add up. Well, what I've done here, I didn't have any 0.4 microfarad to replace that. So I got 4 0.1s, bunched them up in parallel, like that, as you can see, equals 0.4. Same what I've done here, 0.02, put 2 of them together to get 0.02 microfarads. That looks kind of crappy, but if I do a good enough job and get a good solid solder joint, I'll be fine. This is a 0.5, that's a bit cracked, so that's going to be replaced, so that means I've got to be join 5 of those together, so to get 0.5. But yes, these electrical wires are going to be a big challenge for me, but hopefully she'll pay off. Let's plug this in, variax on 0, ballast is off. I'm going to turn on, slowly turn up power. Oh, let's quick pre-check, nothing's shorting. Forgot to cut this little wire here. I always cut my little wires off here. Make sure nothing shorts over here. The wire sits down in there and it could short, so make sure nothing happens there. Try and make sure, there you go. That's better. My little clippings don't fall over there. Alright, turn the power up and see what she does. Dial lamps are coming on. Turn up slowly. To 40 volts. Volume's not very good though. Getting something. I'll be stuffed. It comes back to life. Shouldn't touch it, but it's earth, it's isolated. That's a great feeling. Something coming back to life. That feels good. Pick up, gramophone input. Got that sound to it. Audio's weak there, so audio tube is this grey one here. So that one there has to be replaced. And that big one, I reckon I'm replacing them, but I won't do them today. And I'll replace that one and that one. Hopefully I got the replacement for that one here, because it's a bit of a different value. But yeah, every tube is lined up. They're all working. So there you go, viewers. Try and get me a local station here.
Ball gets out, you know, they've got some good players that hurt you and so have we, so if you control the game against Carlton you do well, if you don't, that's
this station here is our local. There, 3M8, Mildura. That's our local station. Great performance too. That is good. Still going to replace the rest of these capacitors to get a bit better reception. So
did they want to be part of one with...
That is unbelievable, that electrolytic there.
Things get harder.
Still works. I don't believe that.
Fights out some sort of result. Now, we all wanted to win, we didn't get that, but we didn't lose either, so...
These electrical wiring's a big challenge. Next thing up.
You feel happy, then you feel sad, then you don't know how to feel, but pretty proud of the effort we put in. We made mistakes and we didn't do some things that we wanted to do, but proud of the effort, which that's certainly halfway.
Nice and loud, the speaker's not falling apart. Knocked the fly, a wasp out of it. Brilliant. Speaker's intact. Okay, viewers, thanks for watching.